What's up, everyone? It's Purple Haze here with another video on the gaming industry. And today's video is really inspired by a conversation I had on my podcast, Shades of Purple. If you want to go check those podcasts out, they're on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel. And this last Thursday, I was talking about this concept that I call the myth of the PC savior. And what do I mean by this? What I mean is essentially there's this idea in gaming circles that all the console makers, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, particularly, are going to need to eventually put their titles on the PC in order for the game companies to be successful, or something to this that there's this huge population of PC gamers that are willing to buy the games and so forth. And to me, this isn't necessarily totally false, but I think it is mostly a myth. Definitely let me know in the comments if you disagree. But for me, I think it's really important to understand that console gaming and PC gaming traditionally have been separate segments. And I understand that in recent times they have become like a little bit more synonymous, especially with certain types of games. But for the most part, people who play on PC are playing like internet games. They're not people who have traditional gaming PCs, right? It's just a PC that plays games. So let's actually talk about the community of people who have dedicated gaming PCs. And for this group, a lot of these people play free to play games. A lot of these people emulate their games and they don't buy it. Some of these people play games that are very unique to the PC, so things where you have to like pick it up or place it. So thinking about city builders and simulators, those are games that play better on PC. And these are particularly gamers that won't necessarily just because it's a big console game or a game that does well on console, it doesn't mean that they're going to play on it. I also think that there's like a community of PC gamers who buy all the gaming devices, right? They buy no matter what, if it's PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo, they're going to buy it anyway. And if you're a console manufacturer, you're not necessarily going to want to cannibalize the sale by just putting it all on a storefront that now it mainly takes away a lot of the value in your own storefront. I mean, this is why I believe Nintendo doesn't do this, and Sony, even though people are saying, well, Sony's eventually going to have to do it. And obviously, Sony's experimenting and putting certain games day and date, particularly multiplayer games day and date on PC. I don't think that this is going to mean some overall pivot towards PC, right? In my opinion, Sony is going to probably follow the king of consoles right now, at least in Nintendo, right? Nintendo has the highest profit margins out of any of the big gaming companies at around 30 to 40%, depending on the year. And it makes a lot more sense that Sony would want to try to emulate that than emulate Microsoft. And again, it makes sense why Microsoft's trying to put everything everywhere. I've explained that in a different video if you want to go check it out. But I believe that this idea that PC gamers are like this huge group of gamers who are just going to buy any game and so forth. I just think it's a myth, right? There are some PC gamers who do not own gaming consoles and will absolutely buy a Nintendo game or a PlayStation game, even though they're not willing to buy that hardware. I 100% believe that. I just don't think that number is as big or as large as people make it out to be. And it's actually more detrimental to the console's storefronts for them to put their games, particularly day and date on PC. I think you're going to continue to see timed releases. I think you're going to continue to see when they do launch, like they'll launch with features that are unique to PC. So potentially allowing PC gamers to really utilize the power of their PCs. If you have those types of gamers who really like to get the best experience, I think the console manufacturers are going to release like those titles that are very specific to that. But overall, I think the game companies know that this segment is not as large, the one that doesn't have a console and is willing to buy it. And I believe that they're gonna continue to try to offer the best value on their hardware, to get people to entice them to come over there. And so I totally think as long as you see PlayStation continuing to offer, hardware and particularly the ecosystem of hardware, or Nintendo and really offering a unique experience to the Nintendo, um, that's their focus, and PC is kind of more or less, hey, that the outlet, if you wanna think of it like that, once it's already been on the console long enough, they're gonna send it out to the outlet and see if these people are willing to pay full price, and if not, it'll drop and they'll eventually get more sales that way. Obviously, there's some exceptions to that, but I think by far and large, that's the plan. All right. But with that, let me know what you think down below. You think I'm wrong? Are you a PC person? You want to get super upset with me? Or maybe you're like, Purple, you hit the nail on the head. I'm totally cool with that. And for everybody else who likes to hear what my last question is of the video, let's just go with, what do you think is your favorite TV show of all time? Or actually the best TV show? Yeah, let's go with your best TV show of all time. All right. With that said, I don't care where you game, how you game, why you game, what you game on, how long you've been gaming. As long as you're gaming, you're good with me. And as always, this is Purple Haze, and the proof is in the playing. All right. Take care, y'all. Bye.